Hello, Mr. Spedding. This is Chris Jerzinski speaking at about 12:40 p.m. on I don't know what day it is. Well, anyway, I'm gonna answer these questions now, and I'm just gonna go through them, stopping before each question and then thinking about it and then answering. And I've already thought up of number one, which is, how do you think you've changed in the last year? Well, I don't think I've really changed much, except for in my interests in different things, maybe such as, sports, like, since I've started to rollerblade, I was thinking of doing hockey as a sport, maybe when we move back to the States, as a school, as a after what do you call it, as a sport that the school includes, and we'll be returning back to the States this summer, probably to Cincinnati, Ohio. But although I don't think I've changed much, in my report card for Italian, my Italian teacher stated that she thinks I have grown up in the past years about knowing what's important or not. Otherwise, that's about all. Okay, number 2 is, what do you like about being a teenager? What are the hassles? Well, I don't really think being a teenager is much different from being 12 or 11 or 10 years old, except for just pretty much reality about having to do more by yourself in school and the things around you. That's pretty much the hassles at school. And, well, you have to do more things around the house and take more responsibility. But it's not really that much of a hassle, because it just kind of grows with you, and it doesn't seem like much of a change. And what do I like about being a teenager? Well, you have more independence. Like, let's say if you go somewhere with your friend or something, and you can go off, like, let's say at an amusement park, you can go off by yourself and just meet your parents or whatever at a certain point or a place at wherever you are. And that's about all. It's independence and responsibility, I guess. Okay, number 3. What did you accomplish in the past year that you're most proud of? What happened in the past year that you're most embarrassed about, or would like to change or forget? This doesn't have to be real serious. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be serious. Is there something that happened that was also a little embarrassing? Okay, to answer what I accomplished in the past year that I'm proud of, I don't know, last year I was having a lot of trouble in math, and my parents were always getting on my case about trying to, to improve, and I finished the year a lot better, so not like the year before last, where I had to do math the whole summer. So that's pretty good. And my skills in ping pong, we bought a ping pong table here, and rollerblading have improved a lot. Even though I've just pretty much started rollerblading this summer. And that's pretty much what I'm proud of. So, what happened in the past year that you're most embarrassed about, or would like to change or forget? Nothing really nothing serious. I accidentally broke the rear view mirror on our van playing hockey. I did it with the ball by mistake, but that's not serious, so... Well, it's not really serious because I didn't do anything like that after or before, so I didn't get punished or anything. Funny that happened? Not really. I'll have to... let me just think about that really quickly. No, there wasn't anything funny or a little bit embarrassing overall. Okay, number 4. Who do you consider your best friends? List them. Well, it's pretty much the same as always, since, at least in the past 3 years since I've been living here, which is Philip Hotting, Martin Van Staden, Charlie Detweiler, and Tony Gold. And Tony Gold lives in Cincinnati, and you know all the rest. Okay, hold on, I have to read number 5. Okay, number 5. What do you consider to be your special talent? Either something you really like to do, or something you're pretty good at. This doesn't need to be school stuff. Maybe you feel you're pretty good at floor hockey, or drawing, or computers, or listening to your friends. Well, a special talent would maybe be, I don't know, I like to do sports, and the new ones that I like, I learn them pretty fast. And in school, there's nothing that I'm really good at or like. And that's about all. I mean, I'm pretty good at just all the sports like baseball and football, all those main ones, and hockey and stuff like that. Number 6, look into the future and predict where you will be living and what you'll be doing when you're 30. Will you be married? Will you have children? When I'm 30, I'll probably be in the U.S. I don't know what state. Maybe probably up in the New York area, maybe Vermont or somewhere like that, because my dad wants to live in that area because all our family is there, and we like it there, especially after skiing over here in the Alps. Cincinnati, Ohio isn't exactly the place to ski. So I'll probably be up in that area of the U.S. I'm not sure. Will I be married? I don't know. If I am married, I probably will have children, I guess. Number 7. If you were to win $500,000 in a contest, what would you want to do with the money? Is this what you'd really do with it? If I was to win something like that, let's say in the lottery or something that was just by luck, I'd probably keep a fair amount, and then I'd contribute some to, my to family members, and to the help of like certain scientific certain diseases are what scientists are working on to try and find a solution for, especially if somebody that I knew well died because of it. And then maybe contribute some to all the people in Africa and Somalia and all those places that are having trouble. Okay. Number 8. Of all the people you know or have read about, this includes your friends, family, historical figures, movie stars, political leaders, etc., etc. Who do you admire? Who do you look up to or wish you could be like? Explain why. Well, I don't have anybody that I would consider like a hero, or anybody on TV or anything. Really just friends like my age, or cousins that are older or whatever, that I like or think are funny or are neat in a way. Those are the people that I would admire. Not exactly want to be like them, but just appreciate them. Number 9, for you in the Northern Hemisphere, what did you do that was special over the summer holiday? For you in the Southern Hemisphere, what are your plans for the upcoming summer? Since I and my family and I were in the Northern Hemisphere, I'll answer to that question. Well, in June last spring, we left Torino and we left Torino and went to the States, just to pretty much visit. My sisters and I went to North Carolina, where my cousins live, and my mom was in New York, where her family was. Because she needed some surgery done. And so we were in Wilmington, North Carolina, for I think 2 or 3 weeks, I forget. And then my dad came from Italy. He was still there, and he came to North Carolina, and he was there for 2 days. And then we drove up to New York in Schenectady, and we rented a Ford Taurus, which was a pretty cool car. Not cool, a good car. And we were in Schenectady, I'm not sure how long, but that's where my dad's family lives. And then we were in Rochester, New York, where my mom's family lives, and I stayed with my Uncle Carmen, who has a son, and my Aunt Robin. And so I was there. Their son is, he's in 6th grade right now. They have an older son, but he was in a summer camp in the Adirondacks a camp called Massawepie, and we visited him. And then my mom, my sisters, and I were going to stay with some friends that were in a place called Cobleskill, New York, which was pretty near Schenectady, where my dad's family lives. But recently, a member of their family, the father and husband, died of cancer, and that was, let's see, 2 summers ago, I think, and my mom and my dad visited them, but we didn't really see him. And so this summer we're gonna go visit them, and so there's a mother and a daughter, and we had seen them before in the summer, but my dad wasn't gonna go because he had to go down to Cincinnati for work, drive to Cincinnati, and so I asked if I could go with him, and I did that, mostly because my Tony Gold, who my friend, lives down there, and I just spent time with him. And then the rest of my family came down to Cincinnati. And probably the highlight of my vacation was from Cincinnati. My friend Tony Gold, his dad, and my dad, who are all good friends, drove up in the northern part of Ohio near Cleveland, and we were gonna see a baseball game, but they were sold out or something. So we just went to the big amusement park. I forget the name. It's not a Five Flags amusement park, but a big one there, which has a new roller coaster called the Raptor, where you're suspended from the track and go in loops and everything, and the fastest roller coaster called the Magnum. It's in the Guinness Book, and I liked that one the best. And then while we were still up in Cleveland area, we went to a place called South Bass Island, and it was really cool because you you had to take a boat to the island. This is bordering. It's in the middle between Canada and the United States. And so you take a big boat there that goes 45 miles per hour, and it holds a good amount of people. It's pretty cool. And you go to the island, and you can't take your car or anything, but you can rent bikes and go-karts to drive around. It's has a historical point where there's Perry's Monument, and I guess there was a battle at for the Navy there or something when America was at war for independence or something like that. But anyway, my friend Tony and I took our rollerblades, and since there were no cars, but there were good roads, we rollerbladed all around. And my dad and Tony's dad rented bikes. And so that's what we did the whole time. It was pretty fun.